Welcome to another wonderful edition of Fox Pop on Flip TV. I am your host, Babalola Timothy. Now, looking at what happened in Bayelsa State last week, we saw that APC emerged the winner in the gubernatorial governorship election, which is supposed to be, or which was known to be, a PDP state. And we all know the rumor going on that the ex-president of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan, supported the APC in disguise. Should he be suspended for the failure of PDP to emerge the winner? We shall go on the street to ask our fellow Nigerians on their view if he is worthy of suspension or is not worthy of suspension. I will be right back. Stay tuned. Looking at what happened in Bayelsa State, Bayelsa, which is a PDP state, you see that APC emerged the winner, and people believe that Jonathan, the ex-president of Nigeria, was in support of APC in disguise. Now, considering this fact, should this our ex-president, Goodluck Jonathan, should he be suspended in Bayelsa for the loss of PDP in the just concluded Bayelsa governorship election?
Okay, let me just say something that is lucid before everybody. Jonathan's decision to work with David Leon is not going to earn him any sack. If the PDP caucus or stakeholders or party members take that decision of excommunicating the ex-president because of his decision, I tell you, they are getting it wrong. Because what played over in Bayelsa was a typical good politics. That is what is the kind of politics that is expected of people, the stakeholders, the politicians, the Nigerian political cliques or class in this country. We should not take politics as a do or die affair. Jonathan was a PDP president flag bearer who won election in 2011 under PDP. Then forced out of office in 2015 by rigging, or what I myself term as a palace coup. Then he has been maintaining and following status quo as a member of PDP. So what played on 16th November 2019 in Bayelsa, to me, is the way politics or any sound election should be held. Why? The governor of Bayelsa State, Seriki Dixon, was not in good terms with Jonathan since 2015, when Jonathan was forced or rigged out of office. Why? Because he felt that the man is no longer relevant in politics. He felt that the man is no longer a political juggernaut he's supposed to be. So now he started disrespecting Jonathan. He's no longer taking instructions from him. He's no longer seeking from him advices. He's no longer working in cohesion with Jonathan family or the entire Otueke community where Jonathan hails from. The man is now working alone, trying to make himself king, not knowing that someone else who crowned him king will not be happy with such behavior. I ask you viewers, if you make somebody who he is today, and it happens at the time of your trouble, let's say distress or challenges, such a person refuses to follow you, how are you going to take that person? How do you follow such a person? How do you regard him, such a person that disrespects you? I tell you, that is what played up in Bayelsa. It doesn't matter. Election is not do or die. The right person, David Leon, won election in Bayelsa because he is the right candidate there. You should bear it in mind that the right candidate before, fielded by PDP, or a prospect they have to represent them in that election that went on 16th was Timi Alaibe. Timi Alaibe was a man who enjoyed popularity in South-South. Even his popularity is extended up to Southeast, where I come from. Timi Alaibe was the right candidate, advised by Goodluck Jonathan, to represent PDP as a Guba aspirant in Bayelsa. But eventually he was not taken by the presiding governor of Bayelsa State, Saraki Dixon. So it irked Jonathan. It angered him. That's why he now see Saraki Dixon as someone who is disrespecting him, his political godfather. I'm not trying to say that Jonathan plays the role of Godfatherism, which is already dead in Nigeria politics. But I'm trying to say that at least, small respect is expected from this man who called himself Saraki Dixon to ex-President Jonathan. Ex-President Jonathan is entitled to some respect, little respect from him. Why should he go on and carry his maybe classmate or schoolmate or friend along? Diridoye. Diridoye is not the person. He has no popularity in the South. Nobody knows him. So who won that election was David Leon. His popularity gave him the victory needed. And the whole Bayelsan voices spoke for them. Thank you, because the office man is the right person.
So should Jonathan be suspended for the laws of Bayelsa Governorship?
Initially, before I started my comment, I said Jonathan should not be suspended. Suspend him for what? He saw the man as the right candidate. Election should not be do or die. We should not basically vote for somebody because of the platform he comes from. Vote for a personality of that person. Vote for what that person can give you in your state. Vote for that person if he could deliver as a good Democrat or as a good governor. Vote for him so that there will be good governance at that particular place.
Okay, looking at our politics in Nigeria have to do with the party, not the personality. So what do you have to say to that?
That is what I'm saying. We shouldn't be voting for platform. Platform is the party. APC is a platform. APC is a party. PDP is a platform. PDP is a party. You shouldn't be voting for platform. Vote for people's quality. Vote for people's personality. If you know someone that could deliver, okay, let me give you for instance. Is Ambode a PDP person? Don't you see that the whole PDP fans, followers, members in Lagos State, they love Ambode because Ambode delivered. He worked in Lagos State. He really gave us what we want. Go to every nook and cranny of Lagos State, you will see the kind of structures this man put in place. The bus stop, for instance. The former boss, his predecessor, Fashola, how could you evaluate, add and remove between the kind of structure he put in place as a bus stop in Lagos State? Can you compare or contrast it to that of Ambode? Ambode come out with quality materials. Look at the bus terminal. Can you compare Ojodu Beggar, the way Ambode put it? I mean the pedestrian bridge. Can you compare it to Fachola's own? Ambode is a man with high taste. Ambode come out with good governance. And that's why we, the PDP supporters, supported him. What Jonathan did in Bayelsa State, nobody should crucify the gentleman. Leon David is a man. The Bayelsans love him. Mr. Ex-President love him. Otueke community, they love him. So we give him. He won.
Thank you very much for being on this show. Considering what is happening presently in Bayelsa State, we know that in the just concluded election, Bayelsa State, which is known to be a PDP state, lost to APC. And in PDP, in Bayelsa rather, we know we have our ex-president, Goodluck Jonathan there. And we believe that he is in control of that state. Now, should he be suspended for the failure of PDP to emerge the winner of the just concluded governorship election?
As to me, but I don't have basic idea of politics like that. But as ex-president of Nigeria from Bayelsa, I don't think that PDP will lose election for that state.
Perhaps that was what they thought that made it become a surprise when they saw that APC emerged the winner. Due to the victory of APC now, should ex-president of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan, should he be suspended?
He should not be suspended.
Why?
Because he's not the one that that controlling the election, and he's not the one that conduct the election. So if they suspend Jonathan from there, does that mean there is something behind it? It's not Jonathan's fault. Yes, he don't have hand in voting. He's not the one that make people vote for the state. So if they lose the election or for anything, there's no need for them to suspend Jonathan from his office or anything that he's doing.
That suspension doesn't hold because Goodluck Jonathan is a former president of Nigeria, and being that is a statesman. Nigeria as a whole is his constituency. He will belittle himself if he begin to support one political party against the other. I don't understand. He will be belittling himself. I don't understand. Nigeria as a whole is his constituency. Our former president. I don't understand. So for somebody to say it should be suspended, that person is just playing at the gallery. In fact, it don't support to talk like that to Ebele Jonathan. Ebele Jonathan, in fact, he has finished his course in Nigeria as a former president. He is now resting. So what happened in Bayelsa State, though it's his own state, is a PDP control. So what we are saying now is the man that caused the whole problem in Bayelsa is the present governor, Dixon. Okay. Is the one that caused the problem. Had it been that he subjected himself, he bring himself low to Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, all this thing that happened in Bayelsa wouldn't have happened because he want to become a godfather of Bayelsa State. After his 8 years, he want to become the godfather. That's pompousness to become a godfather for a state after ruling for the state for 8 years. Then he want to become godfather. That is what made the APC take over Bayelsa. I don't understand. Not because of Ebele Jonathan. Ebele Jonathan has no business for that. It's the whole country, Nigeria, is his constituency. I don't understand. It doesn't have to support one political party or the other.
PDP losing Bayelsa State doesn't mean that they have to suspend Jonathan. Jonathan is one man. Even only his vote cannot give PDP winning. And if Jonathan came out openly and ring bell, play jingle to ask people of Bayelsa to vote PDP in, and they refuse, there's nothing Jonathan can do. Therefore, suspending Jonathan or criticizing him or to crucify him, I don't see it necessary. PDP have lost, they have lost. They have to take heart, bear the loss, console themselves, and take it as they have seen it. So, PDP, Jonathan, everybody tried a lot. But in a race, one person must surely win. And the APC do not think that they are making it. They are not making it. By chance or peradventure, it happened that they take Bayelsa. And there's something wrong before make them to take Bayelsa. All is not well within PDP. That's why they take Bayelsa, as I've said before. The sitting governor, my beloved ex-president, Goodluck Jonathan, they are very strong members of PDP. But if they want to suspend Jonathan or criticize him or suspect him that is work against PDP on the ground, who are those that will suspend him? Who are those that will accuse him? Is it not the same people that still work against PDP in 2015? Is it what happened in what APC winning 2015? Is it not the handwork of PDP? If Goodluck Jonathan will lose presidential election in 2015 and they bear it, why can't they bear ordinary governorship? But that's not the case. Whosoever won the election, that's not the case. APC should not act in Bayelsa State as they are acting in federal. If PDP continue to struggle or say they will go to court, if they go to court, it will end up like a chiku un.
the truth will not come out. If for thought they won and APC ring it, if for thought PDP won the election and APC ring it, wherever they go, it will still end up like a chicken own. As far as Nigeria is concerned, and the APC, as I've been saying, should take time. They should not mishandle Bayelsa as they mishandle Federal. Since they won, what is happening in Federal? In the entire Nigeria, what is going on? Daruga, Cattle Colony, what did they call it? Speech and waterway. And yes, that's everything happening on. That's what we are seeing. No good roads, no infrastructure. What we succeed is to close border. They enter in Nigeria's seat of power in 2015 with a broom. They use broom sweep all our economy into those bills. We are suffering. Let not happen to Bayelsa again. Let them not go to Bayelsa to be using the name of APC, using the incoming governor to siphon the resources of Bayelsa to Federal to ring 2023 election again. No, they should leave the governor alone. Let what happening in Edo State not to happen, where Oshimole threatened the sitting governor. Don't allow him to settle down to govern Edo State. Let that not to happen in Bayelsa. Because I know APC, they always give people headache. Because APC, when you take aspirin, when you take APC so much, aspirin will turn to another thing. You know, APC contain aspirin. PDP said they will heal us our headache and the pain. PDP, Panadol, we accept it. They said no, it's not working. They give us APC. They give us APC. Aspirin want to destroy our system. Please, let it not to happen in Bayelsa. Whosoever rule Bayelsa, whosoever take it, please let it remember the citizens of Bayelsa. Let there be good governance in Bayelsa. Let's leave the governor alone, the incoming governor alone, to do the work that his people was elected to. Not the federal government elect him. It's the Bayelsa people elect him. So they should leave the man alone. And the incoming governor should not grow wind like Mr. Dixon. Because I'm sure that what brought him low, he grow wind. That's what made PDP to lose Bayelsa. The man starts growing wind, making himself to be a ghost in Bayelsa, not to listen to anybody. I'm suspecting that's the problem. That's the problem. But they should know that southeast, we don't have Godfather. What we have, God in heaven, not Godfather on earth. We have God in heaven. Everybody is a father to his own house. If you elect you, don't go there and mess up. They will remove you. We are not Ranka Dede and Dobale. Babami. Toale, not be that place.
Wow, haven't heard various people's opinion on their view towards the ex-president of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan. Most persons say is not worthy of suspension. Most people say that is how it is supposed to be, that we should vote for personality and not the party, neither the platform. This is what we have for you today on Vox Pop on Flip TV. We will like you to stay tuned. I am your host, Babalola Timothy. We shall see you next time. Have a good day.